Hello my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another video here in the fragrance room. Hope everything is great with you guys. Today I thought I'd talk about 5 very popular fragrances that I rarely use and 5 very popular fragrances that I use all the time. So you get a little bit of an overview of my taste and what I prefer, and maybe you can get some inspiration. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first fragrance I rarely use, and you can see of course I don't have a big dent in this bottle, is Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum. This doesn't work at all for me. I don't really feel this vibe at all, and I know that's a very unpopular opinion in the fragrance community, and people say this is the best fragrance that ever been released, and so on and so forth. They go on about this fragrance. I don't know if it's just my skin or my tastes in fragrances in general, but this smells, I don't know, it doesn't work on my skin at all. I think there's better options in the designer world. So this is one fragrance that I obviously don't use. I've had this bottle for ages, and you see I haven't used it at all, obviously. It is a very dense fragrance. It's a very heavy fragrance. And me personally, I'm not a big fan of just the heavy fragrances in general. I like a little bit more fresher fragrances, maybe some sweetness, maybe some musk and stuff like that. But I can see why people love this, but to me, this is basically a no-go, and I'm basically gonna sell this fragrance. But if you like it, do you, man? We all have different opinions and tastes. The next one that I rarely use nowadays, even though I think it's a nice scent overall, and girls really like this as well, it's Ultra Male. It is of course, you know, it's a very sweet fragrance, very, very sweet and playful. Though it's very sweet, it's also pretty masculine in the dry down. So a lot of people get really turned off by this one in the first opening, especially if you have it on fragrance sticks and you give that sticks to a girl or someone you know, and they smell it, they like, oh, it smells like a candy, or it smells like a amusement park or something like that. That's what I felt first time I used this. But nonetheless, even though it's not super sweet all the way through, it is a little bit too playful for a 35-year-old man in the daily life. But if I'm going to a playful party, Halloween party or something like that, I might use this one because it's fun, it's playful, and everyone is hopefully happy and having a good time. So I thought I will use this one time at least this autumn to a party I'm going to yeah, in the mid-October, I think. But it doesn't get so much wear that it used to. Another one in a totally different price category and also fragrance category is Davidoff Cool Water, the original. I don't know guys, I think there are so many better alternatives nowadays that you can pick and choose from besides this oldie but goldie. This might be a fragrance that a lot of people like because it's a very classic type of scent. They might have smelled it on someone they know, maybe some grandfather, their dad, or someone in their surrounding, and it brings back some nice memories. I can understand that 100%. But for me, that have a little bit more fragrances to choose from in this category, fresh, clean fragrances, I think this is a little bit outdated DNA in my opinion. But if you like it, you do you, man. But I would actually prefer the Cool Water Intense because it's a little bit more modern in the scent, I think, and it's also a little bit better and longer lasting than this one. Another one that I don't use so much nowadays is a fragrance that I really like actually, but it's the same there. I have a hard time finding situations when I'm going to wear this beast of a fragrance, Versace Eros. This is also a 200 milliliter bottle, so I have a lot of juice. I don't know what to do about it, but this is the same thing. It's very overused here in Sweden, and a lot of people who are not into perfume that much wear this in the office and to every type of situation, not knowing that this one is a very sweet and in-your-face type of fragrance. So that makes it a little bit outworn here in Sweden, at least, because so many people love it. Of course, it's a super easy DNA to love, but they use it in the wrong situations, and then it becomes annoying and irritating, and a lot of people smell this and a lot of people know it, so you're not sticking out anymore. But if you like this and you're a young guy and you're going to parties, I mean, this is a no-brainer. Another fragrance that is actually my go-to sick fragrance. This is my Corona fragrance that I wore when I got the coronavirus, and this is La Nuit De L'homme. It's a beautiful scent, but for me that is pretty active, up and running, sporty. I gravitate in general to more fresher fragrances and more woody scents, basically. So this one, I have a hard time knowing when I'm going to use it. Of course you can use it in the winter time, but I have my winter favorites that I'm going to talk a little bit about later on in this video, which I prefer. But I can see a lot of women love this on guys, of course, and it is a fantastic fragrance. But I don't know, it's little bit too cardamom-like, it's too spicy for me. There are better alternatives in my opinion. But if you love it, just buy a big bottle of this one. I think the newer formulations, I think this is a 2018 formulation. I think this is a decent performance. A lot of people say the reformulation sucks and stuff like that, but on my skin, I think this works great actually. So it's no problem in the reformulation aspect of this scent, even though I think the original, of course, was a little bit more strong and a little bit more long lasting. I think this is a good value for the money if you like spicy fragrances, cardamom, the cozy vibe, you know. And also girls who don't really like this sweet, like air freshener, citrus fragrances. A lot of girls say that air freshener or fragrances in general that are citrus heavy smells like air freshener. And if your girlfriend are like that, maybe you can wear this one and she might love it. Alright guys, so we move into my favorite fragrances that I've been wearing a lot. The top 5 most worn fragrances in the past year, I would say. And the first one is this little guy. This is Dior Homme 2020. And shout out to Stoneface who sent me a sample way back of this fragrance so I can try it and wear it and just enjoy this fragrance. So I bought a gift set with this one. So I got the shower gel, I got a 10 milliliter sample or travel atomizer that I can bring with me, and also got this 100 milliliter fragrance bottle for around 60 bucks. So it was a good purchase nonetheless. But this one is a very easy to love fragrance. Even though it's very masculine, even though it is not playful, it is a fragrance that even younger girls really like, that I've asked, that are like from 18 to 25. So don't be afraid and think that this is a little bit too mature, even though it's very elegant smelling. And it is a little bit dressed up, you know, it feels a little bit more elegant than some other fragrances like Versace Eros or Ultra Male. You can't really compare it. So this one is a fantastic fragrance. I almost wear it every day, just spray it. And this was one of my best fragrance purchases for a long time. Another one, of course, it's one of my favorite fragrances of all time, is Creed Aventus. Of course, it gets a lot of hate in the community because the price point and the weakness of the new batches I've heard. This one is a 2018 batch. It's not beast mode performance. I think it's a 5 out of 10 in performance, this batch. I can't really see the batch code here, it's hard. But this is also could be a daily driver if you like fresh fragrances. The pineapple in my batch is very pronounced. It's very heavy when you first spray it. You get very invigorating and you get really happy, I feel. And I get some energetic vibes when I smell this fragrance. Especially if I spray it early in the morning, I have to get going, I have to go to a business meeting or plan something, you know, or do a lot of stuff, gotta structure my day. Then I wear this one because, you know, it feels like it smells nice, it smells a little bit expensive, it doesn't smell synthetic at all. It smells, I don't know if there are a lot of raw materials in Creed fragrances, but to my nose, I think it smells very, very luxurious and very, very natural smelling. So I'm very happy, even though the performance could be better. I really love this fragrance. I wear it a lot. So another fragrance, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, that I really love and I wear a lot is this little guy. This little guy. The second niche fragrance in this little lineup, and this is Parfums de Marly Percival. And of course, this reminds a lot of people, including me, of Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. But where I think that Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce goes in the little bit of a, what can I say, jock, a little bit like bad boy direction. This goes the little bit more elegant route. It's hard to explain, but this is a super long-lasting fragrance. Even though it's very sweet and playful and easy to wear, everyone can wear this. Everyone can wear this. It feels like this is a little bit more classy touch, a classy vibe, even though it could be a little bit too young smelling for a lot of people. But I like it, and I basically feel like I'm 25 again when I wear this fragrance. And I know that this is a safe, no-brainer fragrance if I'm gonna meet a girl that is maybe a little bit younger and I just want to make a good impression. This is a fragrance that everyone would love. I haven't heard anyone, at least in my surroundings, that hate this fragrance, say, oh, I don't like that at all. It's very hard to hate this fragrance, and it's very easy to love, of course. The fourth fragrance that I really love and I use a lot is my favorite winter fragrance of all time, and this is Spicebomb, the original Spicebomb from Viktor and Rolf, Spices, cinnamon, pepper. I think there's some pink pepper in this one. There's some bergamot in the top that makes it a little, it's made like a little bit of a kick, but then it dries down and becomes masculine. This is a fragrance that even though it's very spicy and very suitable for the winter time, it's not at all this kind of too sweet and too Chloe and a little bit too feminine direction that a lot of fragrances could head in that direction if they're trying to make them a little bit sweeter and a little bit more cozy for the winter time. A lot of these fragrances, in my opinion, end up smelling a little bit too Chloe, a little bit too feminine, a little bit too sweet. But this one, I think this is a great DNA. I think this is a great DNA. They did a great job with doing this both masculine and spicy. So if you haven't tried this one, at least try it now when the autumn and fall is coming up and you maybe want to you know, buy a new fragrance for your collection to this little bit colder months. Fantastic fragrance. I want the snow to come right now. I want the snow to come. The next one is I'm going to take a plane to Milan and I'm going to be at the airport at 4 a.m. in the morning. So I need something that gets me a little bit energized and fresh smelling because I'm going to meet a lot of people and I need something that is very appealing to a lot of people. And this is Profondo. I should say Profumo. And this is Profondo. And Profondo is a fragrance that smells like a businessman on the way out in the world, taking business trip, flying business class, even though I don't fly business class. But we can always dream, we can always hope for something better and improve ourselves. And this one is a fragrance for me that smells like I'm on the go. I'm moving places, you know, keep the ball rolling, don't be on the same place too long. This is don't be on the same place too long fragrance and try to improve yourself in the best way possible. This is a fragrance that I love. This is a little bit same category in the same category as the Creed, like up, running, do errands, fix things, gotta dress you know, appropriate for the situation. Making a schedule, doing this, keep the nutrition on lock, you know, working out, try to feel better, you know, try to improve from yesterday, skip the pizza, eat a salad, a little bit of tuna. And yeah, that's a big exaggeration for a fragrance. But anyways, guys, just try to paint the picture. I just try to paint the picture. I'm the Da Vinci of the fragrance community. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But yeah, that was my 10 fragrances. 5 that I love and wear very, very often, and 5 that a lot of people love, including me, some of them, but I don't wear them that often because of yeah, things I said in the video, obviously. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.